What's up guys, my name is Idan and today I'm in LAX flying to Tel Aviv airport using El Al airline, and I'm going to do a full review on the economy class seat, how comfortable it is, the quality of the food, how much noise inside, the service quality, and so on. You've probably seen Casey Neistat doing a review for this amazing seats, but what about economy class seats? Our people, normal seats that everybody takes pretty much. So today I'm going to show you the review on economy class seat. Let's start with the seat. The seat actually is very comfortable. This is a new plane and you can adjust the pillow in the back up and down and you can sleep there for a long time. They also provided a nice fresh pillow that is very comfortable to use as well. In the front we have a low powered USB, which is a bit disappointing but still works. You can also plug in your regular headphones. The media center is very large, a big screen and at least full HD. And the tray is pretty much standard. You can kind of fold it in half if you want to, or have it all the way up and down. The media center has a lot of good movies. I really enjoy them. Some of them are a bit old and some of them are semi-new, but there is a lot to choose from. And I like the quality. It's for sure 1080p. And there's also a lot of TV shows and plenty of things to do in a long flight all the way to Israel. It's like 12 hours flight. And this flight ticket cost about $1,100, but remember it was all the way there and back from Israel, so round trip. And I had to also stop by LAX and in New York as well, so it's a pretty good price compared to before. It actually was the cheapest price. El Al provided the cheapest price. That's something that's new. There's also some games, but it's a pretty low powered system, so the 3D is very basic. I'm just happy that full HD works really well here, so don't expect too much from the games. That's why I had my own Nintendo Switch with me if I want to play games. But for music and for movies and for shows, this thing is a winner for sure. Now let's start with the accommodation. So they provided some snack. It's pretty small. It's not peanuts. It's some sort of cookies with not much flavor. A little bit of a drink like a Coke or something. After a little while they provided the dinner. I must say I was pretty disappointed from the dinner. The chicken was pretty tasteless and there's some hummus and a dessert and salad. As you can see, the chicken is pretty bland because only the top has a little bit of soy sauce maybe, and then the rest of the chicken is just bland chicken, so it's a bit disappointing. So I was trying to open the bag for the salad dressing, and I just couldn't do it no matter what I tried. At the end I had to use my knife to open it, and I did manage to open it at the end and I had some salad dressing, which was pretty basic and pretty disappointing, but at least I have something on top of the vegetables. It was kind of funny that they just put a whole small tomato in there, like a miniature tomato. I don't know, they didn't even cut it. It just, very basic salad. They say it's your taste buds in the air is not right, but this cake was the best tasting cake I ever had. So I think it's pretty good, pretty accurate, my taste buds with tasting this food. But this cake was the best. It was like thick chocolate. It was like a fudge brownie chocolate cake. And it was the best dessert I ever had in an airplane for sure. And in general, I really enjoyed it. I wish the rest of the food was the same good, but I guess this cake was the only thing that was tasty for me in the whole flight. Now for the coffee, well, it's a big problem. I've been told that the issue is with the water tanks. It's something that all airlines have the same issue. They use the same water tanks and they don't clean it. But this coffee was horrible. I mean, I tasted some pretty bad coffees out there in the US in gas stations, but this ranks the worst coffee I've ever tried in my life. This flight was a little bit disappointing because we only had 2 meals in a very long flight, and it was a very bland, piece of bread with some eggs, some dessert. It was just not very satisfying breakfast, I guess. Now that I'm back home, let's summarize my experience flying with the economy ticket. So it only cost me $1,160 and I flew all the way from America all the way to Israel. It's a pretty good price. It was actually the cheapest price. El Al usually are more expensive, but this time were the cheapest, so that's why I chose them. And that's why they're getting 5 stars. I'm only gonna give food 3 stars because it was not good. It was just not good food. I did not enjoy it. I was pretty hungry at the end, and I had to go up and go find food in the middle because they only had 2 meals. and who knows if you have sandwiches or not. Luckily I had a few sandwiches and I sneaked in a few in my pocket, but sometimes they might not have sandwiches and you might stay hungry, so not the best experience when it comes to food. The service was average. I will give it 4 stars. You know, it accommodated most things that I needed. The bathroom is generally okay. It gets 4 stars for what it is. Could be a little cleaner maybe, but just okay. My favorite was the media center. It was a big screen. I actually really like that because most planes, I remember when I fly with old planes, the screen is small, really low quality, very like gets stuck. But this time it worked great. Who needs that, you know, phone thing that used to be there before? Nobody needs that. Just touch screen and big screen. That's what really matters. And it's full HD. It was really awesome experience. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars in general. I'm actually very happy with the experience. I was actually expecting much less. The fact that you can have, you know, you can fly and sit on an chair and then fly all the way to a different place for like $1,000 that's so far away and not crash is pretty amazing, and I think we live in a good place that we can do that. Don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you can see more videos I make, and then you can be the first one to see them. And comment below your own experience with economy class or economy ticket flight that you had on your own. I'm really curious to know if you had the same experience as me, or maybe worse, or maybe better. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!